Hey guys, this is Quad Resist bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle, and this is actually, I believe this was my first match ever, actually, that I got during one of Evil's live streams. I just got my ace card and whatnots, and it was like, okay, now, Evil's having a live stream, I'm gonna make a team, and go. And I actually did a narration for this already, but I thought it was very, very boring, so I'm doing it again, so hopefully it's better this time. And yeah, so let's get into this. Since the battle already started, I let off with my Mind Shao just because Mind Shao's making a decent lead with the scouting, fake out, and U-turn combination. And seeing this as well, I thought this thing would be special, and just this was a stupid switch in hindsight entirely, because even if it was special, this is my physical wall, and a stab psychic move would be super effective against Nido Queen and Mind Shell, so it was kind of silly. But luckily for me, I don't die, and since I know that this thing is choice banded now, since it's one in the lead position, probably has a trick, and that did way too much damage, especially since I'm bold nature, max defense. I know he's locked into a Zen headbutt and has the choice band, so I decided to switch into my Draco Kaki. Got a free switch in there because he's locked into it, obviously, and I went for the flamethrower, predicting this ready still, and I was like, I was excited about this shit, and I was like, yes, ready still, let's go, die. No, it didn't even do over half, so this thing's obviously his special wall. So I decided to switch back into my Nido Queen, so since now is as good of a time as any to get in the Stealth Rock and maybe some Toxic Spikes, because really, I made a really stupid play in the beginning, so I need to do it right now. And luckily for me, he just goes for the Seismic Toss, perhaps thinking that I was below 100 given where my HP stat was at, and maybe he didn't think I was a defensive build, I'm not sure, but either way, luckily I get to get off the Stealth Rock and a first layer of Toxic Spikes before he takes me out with the second Seismic Toss. Now, I decided to go into my fabulous, the Milotic, just to phase this thing out, because I don't really have anything else for this ready steel. I believe my Draco, well actually no, maybe my Mind Shell can do the job since it's a special, but again, Ready Still is a bulky ass motherfucker, so it's not really a solid way to take that thing out by any means. So I just decided to face it out and go into my Jirachi after he sends in his Voltros, and I get the Parahex, which really sucks because this, I believe, is my special wall, and he goes for the taunt. And when I saw this shit, I was going crazy. I clapped for this guy. I have no idea if he predicted my light screen to reflect because I don't have leftovers, so maybe he thought I was holding light clay, but oh my god, I was awestruck by that play there. So since I'm paralyzed and whatnot, I decided to U-turn out of there because he went for the nasty plot and go for my Taekwon cast, because now that he has nasty plot up, the only way I can take this thing out is so that he takes himself out with the life orb damage and with the priority fake out. So yeah, I pretty much have to send in my Scarlet Jonathan since it's now the least useful thing on my team. It has too low of an HP stat to be able to get any screens up, and it's paralyzed, so I can't do much with it. So I decided to fodder that thing out and go into my Taekwon Kaz again to finish this thing off with a fake out, and that's one big threat out of the way right there. So, but it's not exactly looking that good for me. The game is really close right now. So he decides to send his choice banded incoming back in because it's faster than me by, I think it has 5 more base speed than Taekwon Kaz, my Mind Chow. And yeah, so he goes for the Ice Punch, maybe predicting my Draco Kaki to come back in because that's what I did to counter it before, but I decided to go with my Fabulous. And I don't think I was really predicting anything. I think I would just sense it into maybe go over the Scald or yeah, I just wanted to burn that thing since I know it's choice banded, so it wasn't much of a prediction on my part, but it worked out for me in the end. And yeah, so he decides to send in his Kingdra here, more than likely predicting the Scald, and yeah, and it wouldn't be a big deal even if I didn't have like the Toxic Spikes up, because this is evidently a special Kingdra set. So he decides to go for the HP Electric. It does absolutely nothing, and that is because my Fabulous is my special wall. It has a little bit over 200 I think 200 special defense investment, max HP, and here I really should have gone for the rest, because I mean, if after going for that HP Electric and seeing that it did nothing, it's pretty evident that he's going to go for the Draco Meteor, but that didn't cross my mind at the time, so I just went for the Dragon Tail to phase it out. And here I'm predicting this Slowbro to be his physical wall, just by looking at the structure of his team. So here I'm predicting the Toxic so that he can take my Milotic out, because he's more than likely predicting me to have the Recover. So I go into my Lucario to, you know, get the to nullify the effect of Toxic there. But now, since this is his physical wall rather, he's more than likely going to go for the Scald now. And since it's a physical wall, I can't do much to it because I'm only carrying Stab, Close Comments, and I'm carrying Ice Punch. So both of my moves I'm carrying on my Lucario won't do anything to that Slowbro. So I have to send my Lodic back in there. And here he actually flees because he really can't do anything at this point. I think, actually I don't even know what he has left, but I guess he feels that he can't do anything now. So that's going to be the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the match and the narration. See you guys later. Peace.